Hello everybody, welcome back to Bella's Big Adventures. Long time no see. And there's a reason for that. As you may be able to tell, I don't know if you can tell where I am, to be honest. We are back in Bad Waldsee in Germany with our Hymer to actually collect our Hymer, because if you watch regularly you'll know about 2 or 3 videos ago that we brought our vehicle here to have the windscreen replaced, which they did perfectly fine, and it was a big hoo-ha with the insurance company and things like that. Anyway, long story short, we took the van home, parked her up in storage. When we went back, the new screen had cracked all the way from the window wiper up into the driver's side this time. The previous crack was down from the top on the passenger side. Anyway, needless to say, because it was an insurance job, we rang Hymer immediately and said, the screen has cracked, we haven't driven it, nothing's hit it. It's a stress fracture, or the part was faulty. So it's actually been here since Easter, because one way or another they had to fit the screen. We also asked them to do a gas check where it was here, and also to check our brakes because they were making a horrendous squealing noise. And we thought maybe it was the brakes or discs or something. Anyway, it was the tag axle. Basically the discs they weren't worn away, but they were sticking and grinding and things. So anyway, but of course to do that bit, that had to go to Mercedes, not Hymer. So they had it, put the screen in, left it to cure. Then they took it for a test drive to try and work out what was wrong with it, and then took it to Mercedes, who then fixed the brakes and tyres. And then by which time, a good month or so had gone. So no trips for us, I'm afraid. And then, then we had to find time off work to actually come and collect it. And we have just spent 2 days in the hottest weather we've had for a long, long time, driving down. So last night we stopped off at a hotel in Namur. I'll put a little shot of the beautiful Chateau de Namur. Not that expensive considering how fancy it looks from the outside. Beautiful food there as well. Anyway, we stayed there last night after a long journey down from sort of West Oxfordshire through the tunnel, which was absolute carnage. They'd had a technical issue in the morning, and it was still ongoing when we got there, towards lunchtime. And what should have been normally our 12:46 we were booked onto, normally you turn up a couple of hours early and they can normally shuffle you onto an earlier train. Well, we got there a couple of hours earlier to find out that they were running an hour late. So we ended up nearly an hour and a half late in the end. But we arrived here. Today is Thursday, only to discover, and it's poor sort of reference on my part, but to discover that it's a national holiday. So it is Corpus Christi apparently today. So Hymer is actually shut. But our vehicle was parked in the car park and we had the spare key. So we've picked it up. The screen is replaced, thank goodness. But the self-leveling's now not working. So we've got to go back tomorrow morning anyway to pick up the spare key. And they do open at 9 a.m. So tonight we are parked in the car park of the Erwin Hymer Museum, because the air, which is fabulous, which we did in the video last time, was full, completely full. Obviously, with it being a national holiday, everybody's gone out for the day or the long weekend. So we have to head back there in the morning, 9 a.m, before we start our journey back. So it's going to be another 2, possibly 3 days, making our way back home with our van, which we've missed a lot, I have to say. I was really pleased to see that the batteries were okay, because it's been sunny and charging and stuff with the solar. But yeah, so one drama after another, eh? But tonight we are just going to chill out here. There's about 5 or 6 other vans here actually, because obviously everybody's filled up the air. And then go back to the garage in the morning and hit the road. I haven't planned where we're going to go, but somewhere en route, and I'll take you with me. See you later. Back to the Hymer Centre to pick up the van and to report that the Goldschmidt levelling system now is not working. We don't know whether that's because they switched it off while they were doing the brake repairs or whether there's some other issue. But given that we've travelled all this way to pick it up and it's still not working, it's really frustrating. Well, German efficiency wins through again. Two chappies worked out what was wrong with it. Had to empty most of the garage to find the controller. Basically, the handbrake was telling the levelling that there was a problem. So something to do with the brakes from that Mercedes garage, not the Hymer garage. As you can see, we are on our way, moving through the forest areas. Not entirely sure this was the most direct route, but it's possibly one of the most scenic. Very pretty. Beautiful greenery around here. We are heading towards the other side of Stuttgart, a place, an area I think called Roadmark or something like that. It's entirely possible we won't go there because it depends how the traffic is. Oh, Jesus, that's tight. Jesus, he was not taking any prisoners, was he? Yeah, you know, because the motorhome can't travel as quickly as a car, we have to play it by ear and see how tired we are and things like that. Unfortunately, it is a Friday following a bank holiday, so it's entirely possible that any we try will be full. So we're going to have to wing it today. Look at this stunning scenery. Isn't that beautiful? I do have to concentrate because I'm driving. And I have got a bit of cramp in my leg because I have to keep braking. But the scenery around here is phenomenal. It might be the scenic route, but it's worth it. Quick pit stop for lunch. Very scenic route. It's playing havoc with my leg. I keep getting cramp. But we've had lunch and now we're gonna carry on the journey. There's still another 3 hours to go, I think. Here's a map of road map or rod map, or however you pronounce it. We're just going to have a little wander down. Apparently there's some lovely city walls to look at. Let's go and have a loosey. Nice view. There's a proper path as well. Just a few minutes walk from the free air. There is water, there's no other services. I think there's waste and lots of bins, but no showers, toilets or anything like that. But it's free to stay and it's a proper paved path down to the little town. So it's a citadel or a walled city. So I thought we'd go and explore. It's probably past the shop closing time now, but I'll go and be nosy, see what's there. So we're following the sign for his Centre Historique. There was a Notre Dame Cathedral the other way as well. So let's see what we can find. What a cute little bridge, an entranceway to the town. Very pretty. Citadel this way and the tourist office. Oh, how high the walls are. Wow. There's the citadel walls. And here's a map of the little town. It's not very big, I don't think. And we're here. Very cute. So we're just going to have a little wander around. It's not very big by the looks of things. Photo spots, it says. So we've got, we're here.
Came in there and walked up there.
And there's another photo spot there, that's about it. little shop. It might be shut now though, it's past 5:30, isn't it? There's obviously a walk all the way around the outside of the citadel as well. And there's a boulangerie over there, look. And some sort of beer here. Marvellous. It's a pretty house, isn't it? It's the original entrance gates down there. A little square. A pretty little house and a distillery just there, and a cute little book swap, complete with a 2CV for authenticity. Oh, there's some old history pictures. The Grand Street, another water fountain or washing area. I suspect that used to be for laundry. The old town, very peaceful. Ooh, look at that. Fig trees, absolutely smothered in figs. How beautiful is that? And rose. That's a lot of figs, and they're much, much bigger than the ones on my tree at home. Look at the big ones at the back there. Wow. Morning all. As you can see, we are packing up now. It's been a very peaceful night. There are quite a few people here, as you can see. As you can see, there is a drive over waste disposal and some water here as well. Fresh water. Yeah, it says grey and black water. Recharge your vehicle's service battery. And refill your water tank. Operates free of charge with no token requests. Marvellous. And there are some big bins too. As you can hear, there's a little road here, but actually at night time it's really quiet. We just went down the other end to avoid any enough traffic noise, but there wasn't any. You are literally in the middle of the countryside here. But for a free service, this is amazing. So, cows in the field next to you. As you can see, it says there's parking for 220 vehicles. Maybe cars, I would say, but there are lights. Not many in the actual parking area because I don't want to disturb you, but the path down to the village is tarmacked and has lights all the way down, so that's cute. But as you can see, plenty of space, and it is a Friday, so I was expecting it to be busy when we got here, but there's still loads of room. We've got about another 4-hour drive, I think. We're going to head off. We're not booked in until I think 4 o'clock train. So I did manage to get a shower in the van and not use up all the water, but no power plug-in, so I didn't want to drain the batteries. Right, we've made it to the tunnel. A super short video this week. It really was a rescue mission again to fetch the van, so fingers crossed there's nothing more wrong with her from here on in. We will be out and about again shortly, obviously now I've got the van back, but we have got another thing on first. We are moving into our very own house after 2 years of living in rented accommodation after moving back from Slovakia. So that really takes priority at the moment. Once I've finished packing and we've actually moved, we will hit the road and get out in the van more often, especially now this fabulous weather's arrived. Hi chaps, it's us from the future. I did make that video a few weeks ago now. We are in full throes of moving house. We are staying on Morton and Marsh campsite at the moment because the beds are gone out of our house. Most of the furniture isn't, but the beds are. So we've booked into Morton for a couple of nights and then we're going to pop backwards and forwards to clean and stuff. And then in 2 days' time, we will be moving into our new house. Can't wait. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not hit that subscribe button and ding that bell for future notifications so that you don't miss any of Bella's big adventures.